Hi everyone, welcome to the next episode of my SimCity 4 Let's Play of Solitude. Unfortunately, I made an episode before this one, but it's had a lot of issues with that episode. I can't seem to get it encoded before I upload it to YouTube. Notice I completed this half of the interchange here. But unfortunately, I think it's written some part of the video over some, I don't know what it is, some bad sectors on my hard drive or something. And anything I do that tries to even touch that file and that part of it, like moving it, copying it, backing it up, even encoding the video, will just completely freeze my computer. So I'm not sure how I can get around that now, because I've tried like disk checking, check disk and everything, and that seems to freeze too. So I'll see if I can somehow recover that episode. Hopefully I'll be able to upload it at some point, but for now I'm just going to continue since it's been a while since I recorded that, and I'm not having any success so far. So, as I mentioned, of course I finished this interchange over here in the last episode, and well, now I'll just do the regular stuff, zoning, laying out some new areas, that sort of thing. So, yeah. And right here is a new area that's pretty much completely undeveloped now. So I could put some zones and roads in here, this vicinity. Try something with developing the coastline right here. So, yeah, because right now it doesn't look too great with the ending of the lot lines and everything. I usually would use seawalls or something like that for an urban area, but of course that would be not too realistic for the suburbs here. But yeah. Alright. So recently I developed this area, and you can see there's another skyscraper. I think that was a problem before. Clearly it doesn't belong here. I think they made that part of what, medium density? Yeah, I don't know how I can consider buildings that tall as medium density, but I've been using a mod to relot a lot of the residential buildings, and I've actually removed it now because it just made a lot of the lots very, at least in my downtown areas, they're very kind of unurban because of the increased size. They have big parking lots around a lot of them, which I find that too desirable, so I removed the mod. But there are nicer, more realistic lots in a way, so still. But yeah, this also means that a lot of things have contracted their lot sizes. So, I mean, the lots expanded when I installed the mod, and that kind of messed some things up, and now they're back to their original sizes, I guess, so hopefully not too much stuff is messed up now. I can not easily fix. But yeah, rezone that as medium density, and that should be a small apartment complex like that. Looks like my hospital is suffering from the same problem, though. I'll have to rebuild that. Medium, no, regular sized. Okay, so I could just put, there's some garages and everything back here, so I might just put kind of access drives of some sort. What can I use for that, though? I don't really remember where these are, but there's some sort of a industrial-looking pavement. Well, actually, it might be better if I use the paved lots up here. This, I think. Yep, okay, good. Yeah, it looks very good. It almost matches the color almost perfectly here, so the texture. So, okay, this will kind of add a little access to these garage doors and everything. I'll go ahead and do that around the other side too, since this parking garage can be accessed that way. I'll actually want to, can I rotate these and make them look better, I wonder? Yeah, okay. That little seam on the one side of it, so I'd want to place them facing a different direction, I think. Like that. Oops. So there isn't such a thing showing up there. No. Up this way. Okay, that's how I want to do it. Alright, now it looks good. Great. Now I'll probably do some more with that area later, but yeah. Probably go over to this area again and develop some stuff. Alright, so we have the main avenue and another main avenue intersecting here, and I have to put another road, I think. Well, of course. Oh, I could just use streets, actually. So continue these intersections that are already here. Uh-oh. Okay, froze for several seconds. That's usually happen. So I'll just extend this street first, and this as well. So yeah, okay, this is kind of like an access driveway actually for this building, sort of. Well, it can be a regular street too, I suppose. I'll extend it past the intersection. Let's see. So I have 8 tiles between them here. So that would mean I'd either have to have some trees or make large lots along the streets. So again, I do like to, I would probably want to curve the road. So, okay. Right about to there, maybe. Drag it diagonally here. Oops. Yeah, I'll make it actually a 4 tile space. Kind of a denser space. Like just like over here too, and this is an urban sort of area. In a way, so let's extend that farther. And we've got a street here actually to connect to with this industrial zone. I will probably want to convert it to a road so that the texture doesn't... Well, if I use this asphalt texture all the way up to here, it would stop suddenly at this curve because it doesn't support, with the street add-on mod, it doesn't support the wide curves. So that would look weird. Try to flatten this out a bit. So I'll have to convert that street to a road. And see what that looks like. Okay. Now, I'd want to find a good way to end these warehouses. Oh, someone suggested a end piece mod for these warehouses, but unfortunately I haven't got around to downloading that, so for now I'll have to figure out what else I could do. I usually use an outer corner piece on either end. Okay, that should fit. Okay, good. These row warehouse lots are very, I don't know, glitchy, I guess. With the slopes, like oftentimes you get a big stair step sort of thing between the two, right next to one another, and there's like no way to fix it once it happens. It seems like I've tried everything and it just stays that way no matter if you re-flatten all the terrain and everything. It still doesn't work right, so it's good that it didn't happen. I think I might as well end the other end of it too. I'll just get rid of this and replace it with a corner piece. Alright, looks good. Okay, so again, extend the road way, actually. I think this would be better. Because, like I'd mentioned... Oh, jeez. Oh, that's not good. Mentioned this is more of a street, and this is more of an access drive, I guess. Or becomes one to this building. This is more continual street here. So I'll connect that as the road. Kind of connect this here as an intersection. Okay. So I'm gonna need to fix this. Destroy this thing, unfortunately. Okay, good, it didn't. Alright. Now I have to redo this. It's not too hard. Okay. So I hate how those friggin' slopes with this mod work. There's a lot of what's called digging with the slope mod. It does that effect where it goes on lower at the end of the slope. So I've got to be careful to avoid that. That's a good slope mod in general. So I usually would drag one-way road to prevent that. So I can just drag a regular road here. Now it shouldn't do that, hopefully. Yep, okay. Alright, got the smooth curve, good. Fix this. Well, the thing about the intersection here would be, well, it's not flat, it's like a slope, so that would be impossible to intersect it with that right straight onto it. So I'll figure out another way of doing that. Should probably, I don't know, make the, no, I could make it flat up to this point. Might as well, I suppose. I mean, these curves can have slopes inside of them. That's why the nice part about them being draggable and not puzzle pieces. So, probably push the slope higher for that reason. Oh, that screwed something up too. Just trying to get this flat. Let's see, I'll have to flatten it before I do anything else. Right up until here, I think. Yeah. I'll leave that there, actually. So it keeps it flat. There, I've got a smooth curve now. What I want to do is maybe, okay, put this kind of tile right there. I'll drag the slope for this curve, or street. Okay, didn't mess anything up there. And that's probably gonna mess something up, looks like. Okay, so I'll have to probably destroy this first. Then I'll flatten this spot. Alright. Okay. This looks alright, I guess. No. What do I do? Oh, man. I guess that's not really messing anything up, but I just keep it flat. Might as well keep it flat for now. Okay. Looks about right now. Gonna make this perfectly flat again, just to prevent any kind of issues. And I'll put a bunch of tiles here, which will hopefully hold the slope in place, prevent it from messing it up, like it did that time. Okay, this is what I want here. Good. I'm gonna drag a one-way road to prevent it from going too high, due to the slope mod I use. Alright. Oh jeez, that's not good. Alright, well, not working the way I wanted. So I'll have to place a bunch of road tiles to hold it in place again like I did over that way. flatten this here, and let's see, no. I'll drag that as far as possible and hope everything works out with that. Alright, it did seem to. But here's the problematic thing, I guess. So, see if I can make sure it's flat completely like this. Yeah. I'll have to place a bunch of tiles again. And hopefully hold that in place. Nope, it's just unsuitable grade for construction. Doesn't want me to do that now. What the heck, I'll just make it a little higher, I think. One tile that I could have almost fitted in there, but I'll make the slope, this part of the road, go, yeah, one tile higher. Like that. And then I'll just do an S-curve to get that back to align with the street. That should look alright. Okay. I'll actually probably make another stoplight or drag a road intersection. That would be reasonable, I suppose. Yeah. So I'd have to do that. Okay. Put the S-curve right about here, maybe. Okay, looks good. So, yeah, this looks so right now. Actually, I'll put this farther away. Kind of align it with the other curve. And so now I don't have that 4 tile space between these two roads. I have 5 tiles, so I'll put the 3 tile closer to this main road. More major street, so I can get rid of these now. To look into making this look a little better too. This doesn't look right. I could probably do that now. I'm gonna save. And then try it. In case I mess it up. Great, looks fine. Okay. This looks better than before, I'd say. Except for this top part here. Smooth that out a bit. Kind of weird looking. A bumpy slope. That's probably better. Probably use the God mode tool to smooth it, but I'll just try this for now. Ah, that looks fine, I think. Now, time to put a few more cross streets in, I'd say, then start zoning. Alright, so can't really intersect from this intersection, put another street connecting to it, so I'd probably want to extend this one right here, diagonally, I think. This could work. I'll just keep it diagonal. What's it doing? See, can I intersect this with the road diagonally though? Yep, okay. Slope's a bit weird though. So I could probably have it be a little bit lower right here after all. No, I'll just leave it like that, maybe. Okay, so there's a little dip before the intersection, but that's okay. Doesn't need to be perfectly flat. I mean, I do kind of have a thing about like always having my terrain be perfectly flat in SimCity because of some issues with like buildings, foundations looking weird. That's really only on extreme slopes, so I mean, it's just realistic, you know, to have this much variation in the slope. Not everything's perfectly flat in real life, so probably keep some terrain height changes. See if I can just make it a little bit smoother though. There, great. Use rail to make a smoother slope. I did that here. Okay. Looks good. I guess I'll do this with the, make it follow the slope of the road here. Okay, and this is going to be flattened. Alright. This, however, looks kind of weird, so I'll try redoing that. Okay, good. Didn't mess everything up again. Do that again here. Alright, this looks better to me now. Alright. I think it's finally time to, well, finish this street first. That won't look right. Flatten that a bit more, I guess. And I'll have to put a diagonal intersection like this. Although I never really liked the diagonal intersections with the street because they're kind of in the default style of the game. They're not modified by the network add-on mod, retexture and cosmetic mod, which is what makes these all smooth corners and everything as much as possible, make it more realistic. So unfortunately they're just sharp angles which no vehicle could turn right there and not go into the other lane. So hopefully that's kind of updated in the future to include these. They're not really consistent with the regular curves, so I'm going to probably make it a roundabout anyway. Change that to a street roundabout or a road roundabout. Road, I suppose. Usually use the larger network. Actually, this could kind of, instead of using the S-curve, since they have to be offset in this way, I can just do that. So I can not. Let's see if it will let me connect this street diagonally. It's not doing that. I think it would actually be better to use a street roundabout in that case. I think you can do diagonal connections with streets. Okay, yep. Good. Actually want it over here so I can still connect the road. Ah, that doesn't look right then. Well, I'll just make it a road roundabout again. Connect these, and probably somehow get this street to make a straight connection to it. Oh. Right, I'll probably need to do this. That. Okay, here we go. There's a good street connection. Alright. That will work, and I also have to offset this on the side here. Okay, looks good. So, house is a bit more bumpy, unfortunately. So I'll probably want to, I don't know, drag this slope along there. Okay. It's getting more of a steep slope, honestly. Probably build on that still somehow. But I might actually make it like a sort of sloped, I don't know, retaining wall or something. So, or I could try to get this slope along here. That's smoother. Okay, that's better. Alright, put one more cross street in. Probably connect it with this one right here, actually. Can I do that right? Kind of messes it. Well, it's barely noticeable though. I mean, it's connecting to this curve. Kind of messing that up. So I'll probably want to just, I don't know, put an intersection right here maybe? And I'll have to, I don't know, connect to this road over here. I mean, it's not a problem to just curve it, I suppose. I can't connect to this turning lane. These are puzzle pieces. Alright. There, okay. Okay, that's all done now. And I want to do one more thing, actually. Let's connect this. Unfortunately, that's going to make another sharp angle intersection. Whatever. Alright, so it should be ready for development right here. Zone low density residential. It's going to mess with the slope too, but that's okay. Wouldn't bother zoning this slope is a little steep for development, I think. Same here though, residential. Keep the lot sizes consistent, actually. I'll just fill this with development too. Don't usually let the really small house lot sizes appear. This would actually be a good way to fill this space. So it'll probably take a while. Usually it takes a while before development appears on a new zone, of course. What about here, I wonder? Would it be okay to put residential near this intersection? Is that too busy of a traffic area? Well, I've got commercial on this street already, over on this side, so I could just put commercial lots right here. That'll be close to the main avenue intersection. Should be better business right there. Better amount of customers. Now I guess it's time to put some tree lots in some of these spaces. Alright. I wouldn't bother trying to put anything right here, so I'll just put a 4-tile tree lot, 2x2. What about the rest of it here? I can just put size of residential lot. Some more trees in here. This I can probably residential actually, oops. There. Okay. How are things going in the rest of the city, I wonder? Looks pretty nice. Nothing really changed, I suppose. Nothing was newly zoned or anything, so of course not. Okay. So, let's see. This area is going to be wider, so I might need to fill with some tree lots. Fill the space between the roads. So, put some roads, or zones here, residential. And actually use some diagonal ones. I have some houses in my plugins that are diagonal, and they're 2-tile deep lots, so those will appear next to the road if I zone this size, so that's why I didn't zone it 3 tiles. Zone 3 tiles here. And nice, lots of new development already. Here's that diagonal building house I told you about. Nice little drive-up bank, I think. Very good. Okay. Yeah, I like these, they're called UK suburban semi-detached, I think it means. Houses, which I downloaded from Centropolis, I think. And it's nice when I get the whole neighborhood with pretty much the same fees as the only building, because it looks, I don't know, it just looks, the lots are more nice quality than default ones in the game. And they all have hedges and everything, so it looks really nice. Rarely happens though, I usually get more variety in my buildings. It isn't, of course, usually a bad thing. Not at all. Got a nice bigger building here. Commercial service. Might as well just make these historical, I suppose. Oops. Great. So, this isn't developed yet. Okay. Zone this in first. I'll just put, I could put a deeper one right here. Lot. I have to demolish this first, like the avenue, because that would cause to face the avenue, the zone. I can rebuild that. Okay. And I could put a little park here. I wonder if these parks are too urban looking. No, I don't think so. I have these 2 diagonal parks. That will appear when the season changes, because it is seasonal. It changes the whole lot with each season. So, okay, I'll just fill the rest with trees. Maybe a park, actually. I've got more space here. I could put a medium playground right here. And, oh, some trees behind that. And also, what? One more medium park green here, maybe? Yep. Alright. What else can I put here? This would look alright. pathways are kind of connecting to nothing, unfortunately. But I can just fill the rest with trees. I want to have an actual open area from the road to the last park here. If it was just trees, it would be like dense forest, and there should be a walking pathway sort of thing. So I'll have to put something here like a gazebo. That would work. Walk through there. And I don't know, might as well put some other park next to that. Put a park green. And I can put one more of those, I suppose. Facing this park. And the rest can be trees. They're appearing now, season trees. Looks very good. Okay. They're actually not going to be seasonal. I probably mentioned this before, I suppose. I have a mod that makes them unseasonal for making them consistent with everything else in the game, pretty much. Still appear when the season changes, though. Okay. Okay, this has been a nice zoned-in area now. Alright, looks good, I'd say. And I'd have to fill in this area, this sloped area, some way or another. Probably with a lot of trees and a park or two, maybe. Actually, for now, I'll just put these apartments here. That should work well, that spot. I could... No, I wouldn't want to use the 5-tailed zeet because of the slope, I suppose. That should fit nicely in there. Other than that, I don't need retaining walls here, I suppose, but we just put a bunch of trees, I suppose that would work. Three more of these. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Minimize the game on accident. Okay. Well. Just gonna click down my taskbar icon. That's what happened. So it doesn't look like this is gonna work. Look like that will work with slope walls because of the jagged edges, which apparently you can't really get rid of, even with the... There's a mod to fix them, but it doesn't seem to work universally. It works in every other tile, kind of. If I had this road like right... This right here, it would work, but I don't have it there, so... Unfortunately, that doesn't work for this. Don't know why that is. I'll just have to put trees, so for that reason. Slope walls. It would look weird. I guess I could just somehow flatten that tile next to the road. This looks alright to me, though. Okay. What about this little spot? I wonder. What could I fill this? What could I do with this area? Whatever I'll do with this, the rest of this area, I suppose, which I haven't figured out yet. There's a lot of sand, so it would be kind of weird to have just regular tree lots and mare mode trees or anything like that, so that's the problem, I guess. I'd probably have it mostly be covered with trees. Forests. Okay. Well, I think that's enough for one episode, I suppose. And I will end it right about now and let this continue developing in the next episode. So thanks for watching.